Could this be the last map? I certainly hope not. I'd really like to see it go to Game 4, Game 5. But it is going to be Frost Uplink, so really be watching out for the E-Reds on this map in particular, because you'll be seeing a lot of that. So be watching for that. Looks like they're loading in right now, and let's go ahead and get you into this Frost Uplink. Alrighty, here we go. Third map, Frost Uplink, possibly the last map. Hopefully not. I would like to see this go further, but with the way the S&D was actually very close, so you do have a little bit of momentum on the side. I mean, obviously, well, there it is. Never mind. Bandit gets the 2-piece to start it off, and like I was saying, and the 3. You kind of had a little momentum from the side of Speedy Dabs just because they were able to almost win that map, but you obviously still have to win on the side of Radical Bandits as they're able to start off with 1-0 throw, and Bandit is 5-0 already with this E-Red. He's already infiltrated their base, they're already starting to spawn out, and he's only got 30 bullets left, so that may be good for the side of Speedy Dabs, though he only has a limited amount of bullets. And he's able to get the 6th and get a little bit of ammo right there, so he's just able to continue his streak. He's already got a quarter of the way to his camo, and my goodness, he is just on a tear right now. I'd also like to apologize. I completely forgot to do a listen-in on map 1. I probably already mentioned this, but just completely forgot to do it, and I will try to remember to do it on this particular map. So you see them get a quick 2-piece. So Red Raider and then responded back normally, and Bandit is finally cut down by pressure. He's able to get his 2nd kill and 3rd kill, able to get the 2-piece, so that's good for them that they're able to clear it out and just get those kills. So not really that big of a start for Bandit. He's only 6-1, he only has the Scarab, so it's really not that big of a deal, the streak that he went on. So that is very good for the side of Speedy Dabs because they don't really have to worry about much with him going off on that tear to begin the game. Ooh, Expert though with the E-Red, able to cut down Red Raider. They're just going to elect to throw the map out. Bandit gets that one. He is 7-1 to start it off. Let's see where they elect to go with this drone. Oh, he nades himself. Doesn't really get too many hit markers though. They got one coming behind him though. I don't know if they're aware of this. Oh no, he doesn't. There it is. Bandit able to get the kill, and this should be a dunk. Yes, it is. 3-0. Red Raider able to get that kill. And Bandit can get that one. Ooh, Pressure's able to get that one though, so he's 4-6. He's not doing too bad. Speedy Red Raider though, 2-7. It just seems in this matchup, he's just been struggling to get the kills that he needs to. He's elected to pull up this NV4, and knowing that he's going up against 2 E-Reds, I don't know how I personally feel about that, but we'll watch and see how it plays out for him. So with about 2 minutes left in this, we'll go for a listen with the side of Radical Bandits, since I forgot to on the first map.
You just dropped right next to one, son.
You even see me? He's right below you.
Oh, oh he didn't. He was like right there next to the jumping thing. He's 1 shot. Fuck. Oh, he's 1 shot at that point. Damn, Chris, you're playing out. I'm playing like ass.
Just sit back, sit back.
So there you hear it from his own teammate. Bandit is playing out right now. 13-4. They've got a 4-0 lead. Probably going into this half more than likely. And if you're on the side of Speedy Dabs, you can take solace in that. You can take solace in the idea that Bandit is 13-4, only has a Scarab, is just a little bit over halfway towards his camo, and on your side you've got Raider 4-12, Pressure barely even 10-8, and you're only down 4 points going into arguably the good side of Frost Uplink. I think Speedy Dabs, obviously they're down, they're kind of, but they know they are in no way or form out of this, and they're in a lot better situation than they could be in right now. Because Bandit, he went on those streaks, but he got cut down at just the right time that he wasn't able to earn too many kill streaks. So that works very good for Speedy Dabs right now. And Speeder Ritter's able to get his first kill of this half. Oh, the missed throw right there. Pressure's able to clean it up, and I believe that was a Bandit that actually missed that throw right there. So you got the ball moving up, you got the cutoff. Raider's able to get one, and not the second one. Is Pressure able to get him? Yes, he is. So he's got one, but he's probably not going to be able to get points out of this. You got Bandit just waiting under the point, and he is able to get the kill, but Pressure's able to get the throw off. 4-1, so that is a great sign for them as they're able to get points within a minute of the round. But as I mentioned though, you still see that this NV4 isn't really working out for Raider. He's just not able to win those up-close gunfights that he's getting in. Oh, that was his teammate. I thought he was about to... my bad. But like where you see right there, he's just... Even if he was able to turn on them, he's more than likely not going to be able to win that gunfight because he's got an NV4 versus an E-Red. So, I don't know about that choice for weapon, but he is able to get that one right there. Him and Pressure are going to pick this up. They're going to try and move it up a little bit and see if they can get some more points. So with about 2 minutes into the round, trying to move up, get some points. Raiders starting to not really heat up, but starting to get more kills. Let's go ahead and go for a listen in on them, on the Speedy Dabs.
Dude, I literally can't kill anyone with an E-Rad. What is this lag? Yeah, kill tools. Let's go, let's go, Jack. No, dude, how did that not drop in?
Should've just went for the toss, man. I thought I could get the two.
I got shot through a wall by an E-Rad.
The other one's mid. The other one's mid.
Alright.
I don't know. I saw nades fly. I'm gonna go for a throw.
Dude, I literally was watching that for 6 seconds, and then he comes. What is that timing, dude?
No way, dude. He shot me around the corner, man.
This game is the most broken game I've ever played. I need to quit using the NV4 because I guess all people use is those other guns nowadays. One bullet?
You're good. You're good. You just shouldn't have challenged that, honestly, but we're fine. I got him.
I was just...
I have overdrive. Let me get ball.
I'm not even close to my camo, dude. Okay, the E-Rad is such a shit gun, dude.
Dude, I just got killed right off of spawn.
So did I.
So, as you see this map coming to an end, you got a little mixed up with my mutes right there, I'm sorry. But as you see this coming to an end, Speeder Raider, he knows that He even said, as soon as you go for the listening, I shouldn't, like, how he shouldn't be using the NV4 in this situation. And I'm not going to say that that is the reason that they lost this map, but it definitely is a factor because he just wasn't able to win most of the gunfights that he was a part of. Because that NV4 just isn't able to win those close-up gunfights against the ERADs they were going up against, and just like right there that we saw earlier, Pressure just not able to decide when to throw and when to dunk for this uplink. So Raider actually is able to get the 2-point dunk, so this is going to be a 7-4 victory for the side of Radical Bandits, and another 3-0. Another one. So the question still remains, when will we see some competition in the AAWL? And also question still remains, when will we see OVO Bandit drop a map? With that in mind, let's head it over to our analyst desk and let them look at this series. It is another crispy 3-0 for the side of Radical Bandits. My goodness, I want to see a Game 5. I would even like to see a Game 4, honestly. A Map 4, that's all I want to see. Is just something else other than a 3-0. Maybe we'll see it next week. I don't know. But as for now, it is a 3-0 for the side of Radical Bandits. They take the Frost Uplink 7-4. You've got OVO Bandit going the same as he did first map, 19-10. And then King Radical 20-19. Whereas on the other side, listen to this. You got Dad Pressure 19-18, a good enough game for him. But Speedy Red Raider 10-23. 10-23. And you saw that second half, and especially with the listening, whenever he decides to pull up the NV4, on a Frost Uplink, the NV4 is just not going to work, especially when the other team has 2 ERADs, and you know this because you've been playing against it for a full game. I think that was a very questionable decision because with the NV4 going up against ERAD, and on that map where there really aren't that many long lines of sights, it really puts you at a very, very big disadvantage. And you saw that because he just couldn't win gunfights, couldn't win at all. And you see that in this 10-23, he ends with a 0.5 respawn KD for the series. Whereas on the other side, you've got OVO Bandit, 1.9. King Radical, 1.2, and then Dad Pressure, 0.9 respawn KD. So from the other three, it was actually decent performances, especially from the side of OVO Bandit, and Dad Pressure even for his team played pretty well for those 2 respawns in the S&D, but Speedy Raider just another slacked performance. And like I said, he wasn't playing comfortably, he wasn't in his right setup, so I don't know if that could have come into play very much, but either way, it's been 3 weeks where we've seen this come from him not playing very well, and I'm really still sitting here waiting for him to pick up the pace. Maybe that's the day we'll have some competition whenever he picks up the pace. And that's 1 week that may come next week, may come 2 weeks from now, may come a month from now. I don't know. But I'm looking forward to the week where we're able to finally see some competition in the AAWL and maybe see Map 4, Map 5. Looking at this though, OVO Bandit is now 12-0 in map count. And I think this series specifically, he like we talked about last week and earlier in these maps, he was saying, I'm tired of hearing people say like that I'm getting carried, because I'm not getting carried. Like, I'm playing well, I'm playing what I need to do. And he really showed that this map. Really, the only map where he got carried was the S&D. And that's just because King Radical just shredded 10-4. But as you see, he's got the 1.9 respawn KD, OVO Bandit. And he really played well for both of them. 19-10 on both respawns. And he had a lot of points in that uplink, and he had a lot of hill time in the hardpoint. So really a great series from him, I believe. I think he kind of put those doubters to silence, saying, all right, look, I'm not getting carried. Look at what happened this week. I came out here, I showed out, I played out, and you can't say that anymore, that I'm just getting carried through every series that I play. So, with that being said, it is another 3-0 for the side of Radical Bandits. They win the rematch and win the series. Hopefully, we'll see a map 5 next time. But I'm just going to go ahead and cast my early vote. I'm going to say OVO Bandit is going to be this week's MVP. Last week, we actually had a tie between Dab Pressure and Pursed FPS, but just my personal opinion, it was Pursed because he just was shredding with the MA. Did not stop through all 3 maps, just absolutely destroying. But that being said, check the Twitter link down in the description to vote your MVP. And we'll see you next week with another edition of the AAWL. Thank you for tuning in, and have a nice week.